Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be working on a page, and the photo that I'm using is a photo I took of my first sale at my Etsy shop. I was really excited when this happened, so I decided to make it extra special and wrap up the book as well as write a thank you note to the buyer. I even made a little confetti tag to go along with it, if you can tell from the photo. So today I decided I was going to use the heart-shaped pattern paper that is from Amy Tangerine's cut and paste collection, I believe. And I really wanted to use more of those embellishments from the Maggie Holmes Shine collection. So my favorite one that I decided to use was that Dream die cut, and thought I'd make that part of my title. For the other stuff, I wanted to do some layering, and I also wanted to use some of the bows that I had made myself from my Sizzix machine and some wafer thin dies. Since my photo is what I really wanted the page to focus on, I wanted it front and center. I also found this cute clear acetate piece that says "Live simply, dream big, love." I thought that was very applicable, and I ended up using my tiny attacher to staple it on top of that ephemera piece that looks like 9 little paint swatches. I wanted to add some more layers underneath the photo, so I pulled the scripted font Spring Fever paper to see how it looked underneath the photo and on top of the heart pattern sheet of paper. I ended up not liking it, but I knew I definitely wanted to have some more layers besides just laying the photo on top of the base pattern sheet of paper. So I pulled some of my leftover white cardstock and thought that I can use some of that to be a bit of the layers underneath the photos and ephemera pieces. I decided on very subtle layers for this layout. I had the white cardstock peep above the photo, and then had the white cardstock come out to the right of my journaling card, and added another piece behind the ephemera piece on the left. Now I'm trying to figure out how to do the layers because I don't want to cover a lot of my photo, but I definitely want to show the different sizes and the pieces of ephemera that I'm laying on top of one another. Now that I had so many layers going on, I decided that it was time to glue everything down. That floral card on the right, I was planning to use as my journaling card. So I wanted to leave as much space as possible for myself to add my journaling. I didn't have a piece of white cardstock that was big enough to back that journaling card, so I doubled 2 pieces together and tucked it right on top. This little tab I have says "Love This," and I'm going to make that part of my title. I'm deciding where my 3 clusters of embellishments will be, and it'll be one at the top corner on the left-hand side of the photo. Another one will be at the bottom right-hand side, right by the journaling, and then another one on the bottom left-hand side underneath the 2 pieces of ephemera. Right now I am adding on my title, Dream, and I used a scratch piece of paper to not get adhesive on my layout when I was adding the adhesive to the back of the die cut. I wanted to add some more pink to the bottom of the photo so I can spread it out because I had a very heavy amount of pink embellishments at the top of the page. I don't quite recall where I got this strip from, but I think it was the branding strip from this piece of paper. And it's this nice pink marble color that I wanted to just add underneath. Then I realized it seemed a little too thin, so I decided to also add on the second piece that I had cut in half and just layer it right on top. I think that helps it balance out the pinks a little bit better for the layout. Now I'm adding the bow to that area to start the embellishment clusters. I'm going to try to use some more of those Chamel wood buttons. After looking at my layout, I thought the pink ones were the best ones to use. So I added a pink heart wood button to the bottom left, a striped pink and white to the bottom right, and then a little yellow and pink asterisk to the upper left. I had punched out one of these hearts from one of the pieces of paper, and I thought it would just be cute to add that to the side. Now it's time to write my journaling, and I wrote, "My first sale on Etsy shop. I hope this is the beginning of something amazing." There were grid lines on this journaling card, but I didn't like how my handwriting looked, so I thought adding some lines back in would make it look straighter and more neat. I felt that the journaling card was just a little too much over the photo, so I decided to lift it back up and move it over just a tiny little bit. Now I'm using some of the Studio Calico white word stickers, and when I was deciding what photos to scrapbook, I did see these really great stickers that I felt they were appropriate for the page. It was Crafty, Craftaholic, and Beginning. And I even made Crafty part of my title so that it would be Love This Crafty Dream. If you like my page, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. And I hope you have a crafty day.